Hey guys, welcome to the sometimes, occasionally, random, every once in a while, Pastor's Vlog. We are in New York City getting ready to go home. We go home we leave here at 4:30 in the morning, which means we get up at 3:30 in the morning, which means we're not going to sleep for very long tonight. But I wanted to take a moment, and we've been talking about questions and answers, and some of you guys, as we're learning, sent in a few questions, and, well, we'll try to answer them. I say we'll, I mean me. Steph, my wife, is, she's already getting ready for bed because we're leaving early in the morning. So next time, she'll help me answer your questions. So I'm going to do the best that I can. She may help me with pronunciations. I have a hard time saying my own name, let alone someone else's. So I do apologize, all right? Calvin Williams asked if we were going to the Macy's Parade, and if you've watched the vlog, you know that we have. We had good standing. We got there early and froze to death. We had our coffee, got pushed in the back. Amazing what people, you and me, do to one another just to get a good seat at a parade. But it was awesome. We stayed for most of it. We left a little bit, so we didn't. And even then, we kind of got trapped and pushed upon. And I'm tall. Stephanie's not. And it was a little bit scary, to be honest. Yisel, and I struggle to say your last name, but you commented on, of course, the joy of New York and the excitement of New York. And I think you had a question a little bit later as well that we will get to. Laurent Paul asked, what's backstage of the church like? There's actually a vlog that some of the creative team or the video team puts together called Backstage Vlog. So if you want to search for that on YouTube, you can. Backstage is hectic and it's busy. It's filled with volunteers and staff folks doing the best that we can to honor God, the best that we can to share a message. And there's always some tension because we feel that responsibility. You know, we want to love on one another and encourage one another, and people work so hard backstage. But there's this huge weight as well, knowing that whether you're leading in worship or making announcements or teaching a lesson or challenging folks to be generous, is you want to honor God in that. And you want to honor people. You know, the goal is never to manipulate people, even if we could. The goal is to communicate the power which is in God's Word in all those different aspects. So backstage is it's fun because you do it with people, you know, more than 52 times a year, 52 weeks, and then multiple services depending on what campus you're at. We do at Cooper City, we do 5 services. So we're running into one another. And then you add in Bible studies and Wednesdays when we do those, and influence, you know, all those different things that we do. So it becomes quite hectic. Con asked, would we be willing to babysit their kids? And we would, wouldn't we, Stephanie?
Absolutely.
We have no grandkids, Tyler, Amber, and we miss that age. Our kids are older. Bailey's still in high school, but the rest of them are much older than that. And Tyler, of course, is out of the home, our oldest. And then Carson's in college, and then Bailey has a couple more years left. All right. Let's see here. Eric Wallace commented, if you could star in your own movie, what would it be? You know, I'd want to, and this is going to sound a little goofy, but and I don't know what the movie was called, but William Wilberforce was a pastor in Britain who led out in ending slavery. And you think about the impact that his life had and the love for people and the strength to overcome criticism and yet make a difference. So, you know, that would be my desire, is that I would have the courage to stand strong in whatever it is that God's called me to do. And I believe that I know some of that. The hardest part is when it's hard to not give up and not to try to do something that's easier. You know, we all want to be liked, and that's one of the challenges. A couple more, and then of course we'll answer some more. Were you nervous to become a pastor? Laurent Paul asked the question, and the answer is yes. Not nervous in the sense that that's what God called me to do, but nervous in the sense that I grew up very shy. And even today, like, doing this is way outside of my comfort zone. I was the one in school afraid to raise my hand. So the fact that God is using me to teach His Word overwhelms me. I always thought I'd be a coach. I feel confident in that. Played basketball in high school and college, overseas. I feel confident in what plays need to be run and how to get better as a basketball player. As a pastor, even after all of these years, there's just such a reliance upon God as far as decision making and raising up leaders and discipling people and teaching His Word. And so my nervousness is not the same today in the sense that I get nervous about being in front of people like I did when I began as a shy person. But my nervousness is I want to do it well, and I want my life to count, and I want it to matter, and I want to make a difference. So those are a few questions. Don't want to go on and on because nobody watches. But if you have a question, ask it in the comments, and of course we'll do a Q&A again. Maybe even have the opportunity to answer it in the comments. We're learning how to do this, so if you liked it, thumbs up. And even if you didn't, give us a thumbs down. But whatever you do, subscribe and share it with somebody. And we'll see you next vlog. This one is ending.